Wake up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The morning Mac got the flavor, got the glow. Start it right, let your energy flow. High takes rising like the morning brew. Fresh ideas and a laugh or two. From the first headline to your daily dose. This is the show where your spirit goes. Oh, it's the morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold. New ideas with the sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. Spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. New ideas with a sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels dark. We're spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold.
What up? What up? Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. My girl Riri still down, y'all. So y'all out there and y'all hear this, please send some prayers to my girl Riri. She'll be back with us soon. We praying for a speedy recovery. You know, she ain't down too bad. She just recovering, y'all. So we just, giving her some time to rest. But when she do find the time, I know she'll pop in the comments, or she might pop on the screen. You never know with Riri. But just put some hearts in the comments. Tag her if you're friends with her on Facebook or YouTube. Just let her know that you praying for her. We need her back out here, especially on Wellness Wednesday, which we're gonna be talking about today. I don't know who's gonna pop in here with me first. Let me make sure my joint on. sometimes the mic don't be working, and I be on here talking to myself. Nah, I'm on here. I'm good. What up? What up, though? Who we got in here so far? My boy Matt in here yet? Who in here? I see I got two people watching. They ain't say who yet. I'm gonna get some people some time to get in here before we get started. I'm gonna talk about this clip. My boy Marlon Wayans was on a podcast and he was speaking on the Netflix documentary they got on your boy Diddy, 50 Cent and them new joint. I ain't really get to watch it yet. I seen small parts. I still need to watch the whole thing to really give my review. But I was just talking about what Marlon was saying on the interview and how he felt about it. I don't know if y'all seen it, but if y'all didn't, I'm gonna share a small part of the interview and just get an understanding where he coming from because he felt a little different. He felt different than I thought he would. I seen a lot of people praising 50 for making this documentary, and when you look deep into it, we know he had part of helping making the documentary. But I want to know how y'all feel about it. If y'all already seen it, let me know how y'all like it. If y'all looking forward to seeing it, let me know as well. But or if y'all not gonna watch it at all, I want to know why y'all ain't gonna watch it. I had some people say, "Man, I ain't got time to be watching what Diddy got going on Netflix." They heard most of the stories that happened. We already knew anyway, but I don't know. It's each his own. If they talking about it, we gonna talk about it. But Marlon Wayans was talking about it. And he was saying that 50 got to be careful. He don't like the fact that 50 Cent is actually kicking Diddy while he's down. And I was like, oh shit, I don't know if you're gonna get some backlash for that. And he was saying it ain't that he backing Diddy. He was just saying that in general, like anybody in life when they not doing well in life, that ain't a good time to start. Kick them. They ain't the time to start picking on them and pushing at them. And I was like, oh, that's something we need to talk about. And I'm definitely gonna share the clip. I'm just gonna get them more time to get in here, so I ain't gotta play the clip over and over and over again. So people at least have some type of content of what we talking about. All we need is people to come on time. Show start at 10:30. Supposed to end at 12:30. Sometimes we might go over, which is okay, but it's always good to start on time. So we gonna always start, no matter who here, who not. I know eventually they'll start popping in here, but I'm gonna go ahead and load the video up so when they do get in here, we can be ready to rock and roll. Cause he made some good points. He made some good points, but I know some people out here can probably argue the opposite of what Marlon Wayne's saying though. Should you kick a person while they down? I don't think you should do it, period. But he's saying definitely when a person is down, doing bad, things ain't going that well in life, that ain't the time that you should pick on that person or, get at that person. I see we do it a lot. I know I did it a lot as a kid, definitely growing up. And that was just something we did, like if me and my buddies was competing at something and he had a bad game, I'm gonna pick at him about it. Even though we on total opposite teams, and now when he have a game and he not even going against me, I still pick at him about it. I was like, damn boy, you had a terrible game. You only had about 5 points. You was what 5 for 20. We'd laugh about it and joke about it. But that was just something we did. But I know some people out here that they might look at that as picking. And I ain't just do it with anybody. Certain people you can do it with, some people you can't. But I just want to know, did y'all experience anything or ever experience that in life? Even if you the person who actually doing the picking or being picked on. I'm just saying I ain't never look at that as picking, but now that I'm older and hearing from Marlon's interview that okay, I was just kicking somebody when they was down. I mean my friend lost. They lost the championship, and I left the whole ride home because they lost. I just found it funny. Because we won the house, so I didn't care. So I just like, damn, was I'm kicking this guy while he was down? So we gonna get into that because I've been saying a lot of that, and the whole time I might been wrong. I just thought that was something we did as men. The whole time we could have been doing some fucked up things. Hold on, man. I can't let you on with that shit on there, man. What you got on? Hold on,
Wake
man.
up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune
I
into the
got
show
high.
where the vibes heat up. The morning Mac got the flavor, got the
What up?
glow.
What up,
Start it right,
man?
let your energy flow. High vibes rising like the
Hey,
morning
Man,
dew.
what's good? What's
Fresh
good,
ideas and a
Molly?
laugh or two.
what
From the
up,
first
D?
headline to your daily dose.
Nothing much, brother. Nothing much. Just chilling out. Saw you was on here having a convo. I was like, let me hop on here and talk to Molly. I ain't see the link at first, but it took me,
Yeah,
had to
man.
actually open my eyes and look.
Yeah, I remember to send a link out to everybody now. So damn, let me send Beast the link, Trey, everybody the link. I
What's
was
up
getting
with I might have missed the very beginning. Reese, where she at, man?
yeah, my girl Riri, man, she's still in recovery. You know, she ain't get her at 100% yet, but she probably about at 70. So before she get back on the show, that she need to get a lot of more rest. Doctors required that, man. She got to rest. She can't be up watching TV, trying to podcast, and yeah, she just gotta get some sleep. But we praying for her. Y'all out there, y'all watching. Put some hearts in the comments for my girl Riri. Somebody else just
To your
popped
daily
in.
dose. This is the show where your spirit goes. Oh, it's the
Popping in
morning
now.
Morning, Mac.
where the time don't lie.
What up, Trey Money?
What's
What's up,
good,
y'all?
Trey?
What's up, y'all? What's going on?
Now we see what you doing, Slim.
Oh, yeah, everybody. I'm out here washing lettuce. This is fucking out playing. But I am,
Hey,
though, on the line. Making sandwiches and shit. I ain't doing nothing too much.
for the
I'm going to
money,
try and read
man.
the comments if I can, but I'm trying to keep it low key. That's why I got these earphones. So hopefully, y'all can hear me throughout the show.
It's all I got you. I got you. I read
All
it.
right.
Talking about the people while they down, and I was bringing it up
Yeah, that's
because
tough.
Marlon was talking the Diddy situation overnight, and he was saying that he felt like 50 wrong. I was like, damn. It was shocking to hear that, because I just thought he gonna make
Yeah.
fun of it. He a comedian. He was like, nah, this not a good time, to do this to Diddy. Like the man already down. I don't think it's good to keep the man when he's down. He was saying 50 got remember. You might be up now, but it might come a time that you gonna be down. You don't want nobody to do the same to you. But I was like, cause each his own. Other people went at Marlon was saying, man, whatever. Did he deserve this? Other people agree with Marlon, like, yeah, you right. When somebody going through something, no matter how you feel about them, this ain't a good time to kick them. How you feel about it, Beast, man? How you feel? I'm gonna share the clip, unless you want me to share it first, y'all. How y'all feel? Y'all want me to share this clip first?
Don't matter to me.
Yeah, you can speak
I
on it.
seen the clip. My answer's still gonna be the same.
Yeah,
Alright. What's
what
your
you
answer,
said.
Beast? I want to hear that.
Nah. I mean, hey, man. You know what? You get what you get what you put out there in life, and Diddy ain't been like, you know, he ain't been that type of person that don't deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. Like he been doing this stuff for many years, and I mean, you out there, it's a certain line of what is it, respect, and also things that you got to take on when you live in that type of lifestyle. Like you can't be out here in the public and consider yourself, the king of anything or the best who ever did it or whatever the case may be. And then when you talk for 20 years, you've been talking of all this stuff, and now you down. I'm not going to say nothing. I mean, come on, bro. You got to look at how many people that Diddy done held down and kept down and things like that in that industry. It'd be different if it was somebody that wasn't in the industry at all, somebody
Yeah.
who didn't have a direct connection. It'd be like real different about all if it was all that. But I mean, you reap what you sow. So if he was in the industry and this, that, and the other, and saw all the dirty things and actually filmed it and hated him enough to keep it and produce it and then send it out, I mean, that unfortunately that's something that Diddy allowed to happen. You know what I'm saying? He allowed all those cameras. He allowed that limelight. He allowed the things that he did, and to be honest with you, I believe the truth always comes out no matter what. So whether it was 50 putting it out there or somebody else putting it out there, it was going to come out anyway. So that's how I look at it.
And a lot of people agree exactly what you saying, Beast. They feel like Diddy deserved it. And Marlon saying he feel like he deserved it too. He just feel like we not the ones that gotta be the ones that highlight it. I'm like, I don't care how it goes. But I ain't watched the whole thing yet. I gotta watch the whole thing. I thought it was just gonna be like one movie or it's like 4 damn episodes, you know, so it's like nah.
You know I'm a big movie guy, but I refuse to watch it. I mean, at this point, I mean, I understand what Molly's saying, because at this point, it's like, you know, what else can he tell me new that's going to make me? It ain't like because I watched this documentary, I'm going to think even less of Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's already down there, so it don't even matter at this point. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna watch it and think anything highly of him, and I ain't gonna think anything less. But I mean, I think it does give what's the word I'm looking for? It does give like it gives reason, or it gives you, it kind of fills in some of the gaps. You know what I'm saying, to a lot of the stories that you hear. But you know, I mean, I wasn't surprised that 50 Cent did it, or it was all coming out. You know what I'm saying? It's all going to come out eventually, and unfortunately, you know, it's just it's not really even a coincidence. You know, that it's just that Puffy is considered down or whatever in his luck right now. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But for me personally, did I have, now to go back to the other questions, have I ever kicked anybody when they was down in my youth? Absolutely. I was probably 50 Cent of my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And like I can't even say I was nearly as good as 50 Cent, but I definitely kicked people when they were down and when they were up and when whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I can't sit here and lie and act like I haven't.
Yeah, we all been there, especially I think on the men's side. We'll tease each other about anything. So now
oh yeah, but that was never in that hood. That was just part of us. You know what I'm saying? That was never with malicious intent. You know what I'm saying? Like there's different times. You know, me and my boys, we fry each other all the time. You know what I'm saying? But that's part of the culture, or part of our hood, or part of our friendship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But part of that is just being honest about what's really happening. I'd rather have a friend tell me to my face that he think what I did was stupid than to wait till I leave and say what I did was stupid. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm okay with it.
I think like the Shador situation, you know, like when he didn't get drafted first round, like everybody in the world probably knew he should have, or at least second round, and he went 5th round. You know, that was a hard moment for him. But people was using that at a time to kick him, you know, like, you ain't that good. You had kids prank calling him like he was drafted. That's the time, you know, I'm thinking about, like, you know, like if he have a bad performance, they quick to, oh, he ain't this and this, he ain't that. And that's when it's just like, why people don't, you know, care to build a lot of these, like, it's cool you ain't go first, second round, you might win 5th, but just work at it, you you know, to help build up. It's like people get more out of it by saying, you didn't make it. You ain't that good. This and that. It's just like, and these people, they don't even know. It'd be like, that's weird to me. But I didn't notice that till I seen this Marlon video. I didn't really pay that no attention that people really does that. But I'm gonna play the clip. We're gonna give our thoughts on it. Trey, I don't know if you can hear us, but I'm gonna want your thoughts when we get back from the video. Okay.
We ain't baby all close. You stupid. But yo, look, Puff is
nah. You working with Pac?
Puff for 30 years.
You saw Big before he passed?
Yeah.
Bro, so you're close. And Jack, what were you saying?
In the documentary, there was insinuations of, you know, that Diddy possibly had something to do with both Tupac and Biggie. And, you know,
who's telling the story, right? You can skew
people very close to the situation.
But you can create any narrative as a producer and as a director and as a storyteller. I can create a narrative. I could be like, you know what?
You have.
I could create a narrative.
Well,
I could be
we
like,
see it all the time in reality shows.
Huh?
Like,
Nah,
on
yeah,
reality
that's right.
shows.
Yeah,
That's how
you're
they're
still
creating
you write a
character.
narrative. It doesn't mean it's true. It doesn't mean it's true. I can get interviews. I can do this. I can get footage, and I could make you think this about that person.
Nah, for sure. Yeah.
And that doesn't necessarily mean it's true. So for me, you know, I think, look, 50 and Puff have a long-term beef. It's personal. It's
Well, people are saying 50's wrong for doing it, but 50's right for doing it. It's divided.
It's between him and Puff. And before it's between him and Puff, it's between both of them and God. Just the way Puff is down on his luck and 50's kicking a man when he's down.
God is gonna.
If 50 ever luck turn up on 50, you know, that you got to be careful what you put out. There's a karma to every action that you do.
We ain't baby oil clothes.
You stupid.
I think it's the calm in everything you do. Unless they took my mic again.
Nah, you good. I can hear you. I can hear you, but there was talking in between it. I couldn't quite hear your question.
Nah, you good. Trey, you here? Trey, we can get your thoughts first because you know you in the
Yeah, I got you. If you can hear me, I just feel like, well, Marlon is coming from the industry standpoint. So he sees things that the average person doesn't get to see. He gets to see from a place of seeing how things can be manipulated. Everybody knows things can be manipulated, so nobody moves on that scale. Unless you're somebody like a Marlon Wayans or, you know, or a Diddy or something like that. But, I mean, it's an open field when you do something like that. Look at what we're discussing, like the topic matter. I mean, the subject matter is. It's like, you know, prostitution. I've seen you draw. I don't know you at all, but I've seen you drag Cassie to the mountain. You know, I don't need to. I've been hearing about Diddy my whole life. I was born in '94. I've been hearing about Diddy my whole life. You did something. You did something. So I don't have no remorse if you fucking up. You doing wrong stuff.
He did something. What's your thoughts after hearing the video, Beast?
I think certain people are built different, in my opinion. I mean, and I believe that 50 is built different. Like 50 don't give a shit. Like for instance, I mean, me too. There's certain people out here that I just don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I make a decision to do something, I you know, later on I can say, okay, I made a mistake, but in still reality, I already did it. So at this point, I don't even care no more. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that 50 has that type of personality where he don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't care if somebody else is going to try to attack him. He don't care if later on he's so-called down in life and somebody wants to kick him. He's not going to care either way. It kind of goes into that whole thing like I've been broke before. So therefore, if I become broke again, I don't care. Like I already been there. But some people ain't been broke before. And when they get broke, they hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like they hurt. Like the whole world has ended. But when you've been broke before, you know what I'm saying? Then that don't bother you. You're not afraid of being broke again. And you know, the same thing I feel like for 50, like 50 been through stuff. So he ain't afraid to go through stuff again. You know what I'm saying? People didn't like him. Half his career, people don't like him. I don't like 50 Cent. Personally, I think his music was garbage. I think he was overrated. I think he came in at a time that was good. And guess what? I liked Ja Rule. I was distraught that he messed up Ja Rule's career. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it was just one of those things. Me, myself, I'm not a 50 Cent fan, but I can understand what he did. And I can understand that he don't care what I think either. You know what I'm saying? If I went to 50 Cent and told him all my opinions, I guarantee it would not alter his day at all. And even whether it was me or the president of Billboard saying the same thing, he still would not care. And I think that is the difference between him and people who are like the Puffies of the world, who their whole mental state is on how other people think of them. You know what I'm saying? Or what people think. And I don't think 50 Cent is one of those people. So
I think it's an open playing field when knowing that you're a public figure, when you get so sloppy with your lifestyle that it's out there like that, then I feel like it's open playing field. So I don't feel wrong for him at all. But I do see Marlon's side of things when it comes to him being like in the industry. Seeing how wicked, manipulative, how they can pull the string, destroy you as a person. But he did that shit. They've been talking about this shit my whole life. They've been talking about JD Nerd, nasty ass my whole life.
I heard.
Yeah. I think if it wasn't no money involved for this, because when I seen Gene interview, he 50 asked him to actually be part of the documentary, but then the lady who actually running the documentary, that lady was with 50, she refused to pay Gene. So Gene didn't end up doing the documentary, and she let him know that this not 50 project. He ain't got no say on what goes in it, what goes out, who get paid on that. He just using them as a face. So I'm just like, at the end of the day, 50 not gonna miss out on a payday. If it wasn't no money opportunity, I don't think he'd care less of what Diddy and them talking about. It's a opportunity for him to be the king of New York. You know, he already got a little feud with Diddy. This a way that he can make him a little more mad. And I think that's more on the 50 Cent side. I don't really think that he kicking them because he down. 50 kicking everybody, definitely when they down. Wendy Williams, everybody, if he got beef with them. If he got beef with you, anytime you going through anything in life that's bad at the time or just controversy, he gonna say something about it. And I just think that's who 50 Cent is. You know, I just think that Marlon, he might got some ties with Diddy. He might got a friendship there that he still, or he might know that the producers pushing the narrative to be something that is not. He might know something that we don't know. He can't really say but so much. But for him to just, we've been hearing this since the 90s, man. Everything so far I heard in the documentary, he had something to do with Biggie. He had something to do with Tupac. You know, so just like, what did they say that we didn't hear? And what is 50 doing by just speaking the truth or being part of the truth being told once again, if it's the truth? It's just shit been said again. It's just like 50 ain't doing nothing but making some money though.
Choose to get mad by it. You know, the cookie can rob the bank up the street and everybody come out free my homie and all that. Nah, let that nigga sit in jail for a little bit. Because you want to rob banks. So maybe, you know, it seems like black people just fall in line with trauma and bad shit too much and want to support that. Somebody just like Diddy, they gonna cover it up in the church. So we see that with our own eyes on most places. It ain't gotta be the church, but most people, older folks and stuff, gonna cover that stuff up so it don't get out and make the family look bad. So,
Let me know. I ain't watched the whole thing just yet. I tuned in with, because Reese, that was gonna be her thing. She was gonna tune in, watch it, talk about it, you know. But I see, you know, about time she probably come on and talk about it. It's gonna be already talked about, and they're gonna probably be moving on forward. I know some people keep sending videos about it, but I ain't really get a chance to watch it. So I just want to hear people.
And they already talking about the part 2.
All right, it's the #1 seller on Netflix right now. You know, well, top viewer is #1. I'm like, that's crazy, you know, and that can be from promotion or it could be a good production. So far, I heard it was good. Everybody that's, you know, talked to that seen it, it's like, nah, it was good. It was good. So,
I only watched it because I thought Gene was going to be in it. That's right. He's the one who started this stuff. I thought he was going to be in it. That's what I was looking for. I didn't know he was going to be in it.
Who? Gene?
Yeah, Gene did.
God, that used to go on all the podcasts and talk about Diddy, all the shit that
I thought it was Jaguar Wright was the person who started all this a long time ago.
Nah,
no, but they're connected industry wise.
Yeah, both of them had a lot to do with it. Him and Jaguar Wright, and they was considered crazy and don't know what they talking about. But yeah, Jaguar been talking about it. Now it's just like, dude, somebody on their apology, something. And she considered no flight zone, all that. Remember, she couldn't fly places and all that shit. So she was putting all these lies. But now
she got a content on fire and everything.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Well, that's what I'm saying about 50. Cardi done went viral again. She got another suggestion for the ladies. I don't know if ladies y'all actually listen to her, you know, when that, but
who is it?
Not the women I know.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't get it. One minute she preaching, you know,
What y'all talking about?
This minute.
Cardi B.
Cardi B, I'm in video, so you know you can hear it. Trey probably can't hear me, so I ain't even get to it yet, Trey. I'm just introducing the video to the people. That's what I was about to share. Her ranting about some advice that she got for the ladies. So I'm gonna share the clip. If y'all in here, cut the volume up because the volume on her video ain't as loud as it should be. So it ain't gonna be your in it. Just cut it up if you can. We gonna give our opinion on what she talking about, man. But she always got some advice. I don't think women should take her advice at all.
Y'all bitches something, right? When a girl and a guy are together, and you want a nigga, right? You want a nigga and everything. So you start doing little petty shit, so his girlfriend could see it, like doing subliminals, throwing subliminals, like giving little hints that I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on. Y'all think y'all doing something. Y'all think that it's like, I don't know if y'all be thinking like it's like, oh, that's gonna make the girlfriend leave him. And I be thinking like, and it's like, do y'all really want that? Y'all don't really want that, because I'm gonna tell y'all what usually happens, right? If two people are dating and you do petty shit, so the bitch could be like, you know what? You fucking with that bitch, I'm out. You know what ends up happening? He ends up hating you. If you think that nigga gonna go to you, that's not how it goes. It goes like this. The bitch walk away and never look back, and the niggas be hurt. And guess what? You probably think you're gonna get the last laugh, and you're gonna get the last cry. You wanna know why you're gonna end up getting the last cry? Because the nigga gonna end up hating you. Every single night when he goes to sleep and ends up realizing that he lost his bitch, he's gonna be like, damn, I lost my bitch for this whack ass bitch, for this messy whack ass bitch. And you think you're gonna end up with the nigga, but the nigga gonna end up hating you. No communication with you. No dick for you. No trick or treat for you. No nothing for you. Y'all think that y'all be ending up with the last laugh when a bitch decides to leave a nigga, and you gonna be ending up with the last cry, with the last tears on the floor. Let me tell y'all.
Damn Cardi B, man. Y'all ladies don't listen to Cardi B out there. But it do make sense. Listen to that one, I guess. She's saying for side pieces, you know, don't be out here causing dirt for your, I guess, side nigga with his main joint. Don't stir shit up, because he ain't gonna be hurt if you make them break up or something. Just like, why not just advise them not to be the side piece in the first place? And why just trying to tell them, look, play your role, you know, don't actually get caught, or don't try to stir shit up so she can find out about you. Just play your role, because you don't want him mad at you. I get why you shared this video. I wish my boy Kenny was on to talk a little bit about it though. But I don't know. Do they do that out here? I'm not sure. But I'm just like, if Cardi B giving advice, hopefully that's the one thing that they listen to. Because I done heard plenty of advice that she done gave women out here. It wasn't
Well, I
good.
wouldn't stop nobody from delivering the message, but I would acknowledge the fact that she's speaking to people on her level or frequency, because the average person ain't dealing with that.
You're right. But it is some people I can learn from that. But I really like for them to stop, you know, glorifying being a side piece. You know, they literally tell these women, like, don't be a side piece. You know, like, find your man that just loves you. It is possible to find love. They always trying to encourage them how to be a better hoe. You know, like a better side piece to the dude that got a girl already. It's great, but that was, I guess, it was a better. It's getting a little better. That was better advice than I normally hear from. You cook any of that beef?
Nah, I don't. Well, first of all, I don't. First of all, the whole message is wrong. So it don't even. To me, it don't even make sense. Like it's like giving advice on how to be a better criminal. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, when you robbing people, you don't put the gun in their face. You gotta put that joint in their mouth to really intimidate them. You know what I'm saying? like we just giving just completely bad advice from the beginning. Like, no matter how you look at it, you know, hey, you know, make sure you only take 10s and 5s because they be marking the 20s. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not giving, it's not, you know, I don't, you know, yeah, ain't nothing about that advice. Cool. How about this? Get a man who's faithful to you, let's start with the woman. Get a man who's faithful to you who ain't got a side chick. And if you a side chick, work on your self-esteem to the point that you want to be number one in your relationship. That's what I would say to both of them. You know what I'm saying? Like I still go on my thing and I catch the most flack when I tell you that, when I say that if you agree to be second in your relationship, you have low self-esteem. I don't care in any aspects of it that you put it, but if for 1 second you go, you know what, for my husband's birthday, I'm going to bring another woman into the bed, you got low self-esteem. That's how I feel. Because any woman with true high self-esteem be like, man, I'm woman enough to be this woman and that woman. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that he wanting her or he looking for in that fantasy, that's what I'm going to do for his birthday. You know what I'm saying? He want his birthday. He want to do some crazy thing that, you know, I wouldn't agree to, opposed to bringing somebody in and I play second fiddle. You know what I'm saying? Even though, we got rules, we got this, that still don't mean nothing, you know? You know, that is just my true opinion, and I catch flack on it all the time. And it ain't even just about that. It's these women who decide to still be in relationships. And this goes for men too, that decide to be in relationships where you know, you're playing second fiddle to anything. You know, even a lot of men play second fiddle to the kids. A lot of men play second fiddle to the woman's job. You know what I'm saying? Like all those things, if you in a true relationship, you don't have to play second fiddle. And if you do, you got the right to say, look, I'm not second. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I let my kids eat before me, but that's because I let them have it. If I decide to eat first, then I can eat first too. You know what I'm saying? So, but it shouldn't be a point in a relationship where you can't say, I want to eat first. You know what I'm saying? I want to eat first, or I want to be the main, you know, I want to be this, or I want to be the main thing there. So that's just my opinion.
I would just not want to stop anybody from delivering that message, because even if it ain't got nothing to do with our lifestyle and how we handle it, I feel like you still, what they call it, saving a wretch. You're still saving somebody, you know, even if I am teaching you how to sell dope better so you don't get your ass killed or locked up. That ain't nothing I'm necessarily trying to teach you, but if you learn it, then, you know, if you pick it up and save yourself, then I feel like it's still a message for somebody, because there's somebody that fit every mold. You know?
If you sell dope, you eventually gonna get locked up, or else you stop selling dope. One of the two. You know what I'm saying? Like eventually you gonna get locked up. I ain't know one drug dealer yet that has sold dope his entire life and never got locked up. Like that don't happen. Eventually you gonna get locked up. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but if you keep on selling dope, you will eventually get locked up. So, you know.
The message that you might need, that's my point.
Nah, I get
what you mean, for you, but somebody else can do it. That's all I'm saying. I know what you're saying. I ain't talking about dope.
If he is selling dope, he'd know, you know, how to maneuver. You know, if somebody was to teach him, if he out there and he doing it, he'd know how to. That's what he chose to do.
But if the best drug dealers know that it's going to happen and they're prepared for it. You know what I'm saying? Like the real best ones, when they get locked up, they already got a nigga going to take the alibi. You know what I'm saying? Like when we watched The Wire and they came into the joint, the first thing Avon said, like, damn, y'all got a lot of guns in here. You know what I'm saying? He was like, wow. He was like, and then his man was like, as soon as they came in, his man was like, these all mine.
Yeah.
Everything in here is mine. You know what I'm saying? So, I
think about a lot of, like, I talked to a lot of old heads before. You know, I told a lot of dudes they ain't never do time, and they was out here. they know when to get out, like you said. You know, they understand this ain't something they can do for a lifetime. But it's a lot of stories. We only talk about the ones who got caught. That's why you writing stories and you're like, yeah, Rayful and these dudes, yeah, they's the ones who got caught. But it's a lot of drug dealers, big time drug that just never got caught. And they got into business and they own a lot of these companies and hotels that we be in today. And they just be like, damn, a lot of the drug dealers is the ones, the politicians and shit.
I was going to go into that too. You're absolutely right.
These niggas, that's why they ain't getting caught. They understand.
But they got out of it though. You know, they were in, made their money for what they wanted and got out. You know, it's not a lifelong career. And neither is side hoeing.
Never. It never is. And that's what I think they don't. I think like in a relationship, you with somebody, you don't want to be second fiddle. I know I don't. Beats don't. I think when you single and you out here just fucking around with people, they don't mind being second fiddle. You know, I think that's what them girls think, and that's what some men do. They're not committed to this person, so they don't mind sharing this person with a few people. It's just when I want time with you, I want my time. And I'm just like, I can't do that neither, you know, but it's some people that can live with that. It's like, because if I ever want to build something with you and you already cheating on your dude with me, I know we can never have that because you'll do the same to me, you know. But it's some people out here just be like, yeah, they going to break up and we going to get together. We seen it in so many movies. The girl or when he break up with his wife or when he leave his wife, we gonna get together. And I think that's what Cardi was saying. Nah, he ain't gonna really leave his wife. And if he do for some reason have to leave his wife, he gonna hate you for because this the woman that he actually loves. So you women out there that actually in that lifestyle, like the one who actually selling dope, this the best move for you. You know, you should do this and do this. Don't do that because this will mess this up. You know, like for the younger, don't be on your phone texting what's your next move and shit. They listening to the phone. Be careful if you're gonna be out there and that's what you're doing. But I advise you overall, don't do that shit at all. Don't be the side hoe. Don't be the little hustler. When not, just find another way because it ain't no positive end to this. Like D said, it's never no good ending to it. You're gonna be crying. You're gonna be heartbroken. And you're gonna be used good, you know. It's gonna be hard.
Yeah, and you pick up a lot of energy too, man. You know what I'm saying? Like all that time you spending with them, you wasting opportunities to have the real energy that you want. And a lot of times people get addicted to that energy too.
Man. Yeah, there's some crazy energy out here. We got this next story was that Bojangles. I don't know if y'all heard about the recent Bojangles story. About the father and the manager getting into it. But the Bojangles manager fatally shot, or whatnot, the co-worker's father outside the restaurant. The father was responding to his daughter's call for help after she got into a dispute with the manager. I think they got a little video clip on it. I'm gonna pull it up and see if they share a clip on it. But it's crazy, man. It's a crazy world. I know as a father, I think we all have ran up there if our daughter called us, but we're going to check it out.
As a manager, I've had it happen.
They say he was shot and killed in this Bojangles parking lot Sunday afternoon. His relative, Marlene Lately, rushed to the restaurant on Roosevelt Highway.
My son called me and I didn't hesitate, jumped up and got ready and came out here.
She says Goodman came to the restaurant because his teenage daughter, who works there, called him asking for help.
I guess her and the manager might have got into it or something like that. So she called her dad, which any child would do. And the dad came up there to see about his daughter.
Lately says when Goodman arrived, the manager was waiting for him in the parking lot.
Now he's laying there on the ground and his family seeing him. You know, it's sad. That's sad.
Palmetto police say they believe a Bojangles employee fired the shots and is now in custody. Officers responded to the shooting around 1:15 p.m., blocking off the area for more than 4 hours. A representative for Bojangles tells 11 Alive News its hearts go out to the victim and all those impacted. Writing in part, the safety of our guests and team members is always our top priority. The franchisee is fully cooperating with local law enforcement as they conduct their investigation. Lately, pleading for an end to the violence.
I'm just telling everybody, put down these guns, start thinking.
That now has her family planning a funeral this holiday season.
It's terrible. I mean, because here come Christmas, they wait, you know, he probably got everything ready for him. And now you got to spend the holidays without your dad and their cousin and brothers.
Family mourning the loss of Dominique Goodman. They say he was shot and killed in this Bojangles parking lot Sunday afternoon. His relative, Marlene Lately, rushed to the restaurant on Roosevelt Highway.
My son called me, and I didn't hesitate, jumped up and got ready and came out.
Yeah, that's sad.
I didn't give it too much details, but it sounded like the daughter and the manager got into a dispute. Whatever it was, the manager felt like he had to take fire. I don't know if he felt like the father was a threat to him. I don't know if he felt like he told him he's gonna come up here and shoot him or anything. But I guess we'll give y'all an update on the story. But just for the little part we hearing, what you think may occur here? Because you're a manager and you're a father. You can look at it from both point of views.
Yeah. So the good news is when I had it happen to me, I am a very rational and articulate person that can have the conversation even when a person is angry and mad and keep my composure. Now I also would say that at this point in time in my life, I was not the same person I am now as a God-fearing and respectful man. So I will then say that I was not afraid of the smoke. And if y'all know me, anybody who knows me, I tend to not run away from smoke. But yeah, I had boyfriends. I didn't have fathers. And that I can remember. But I had boyfriends come up there and so-called threaten me or whatever the case may be. I had one guy told me that he was going to be waiting for me out in the parking lot when I got off of work. And I was like, nothing happened at all. Nothing happened at all. I was out there promptly at 9:30 waiting. But yeah, nothing did happen. But I mean, but I still always articulated. And the best thing I always told them was like, because usually it's because I fired them. I fired the young lady or whatever the case may be. And I've had guys that I fired that threatened to wanted to fight me when I got out and all this other kind of stuff, you know. And I simply said to them, I was like, because they always, you know, you're this, you ain't nothing, you an asshole, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. I was like, so if that's the case, why would you want to come back to work? Like, I'm doing you a favor because I'm your manager and I'm the person who runs the shop. So if I'm all these things you say I am, then you should be happy to be gone. You know what I'm saying? And it typically turned out that they eventually agreed with me and left. Like, why fight for something you don't want? You just told me that that this job ain't shit, I ain't shit, all this other kind of stuff, right? So if I'm all these things, then cool. You don't have to come back to work tomorrow. We agree that you don't have to come back to work tomorrow. And that's usually they get pissed off and then they leave. That's usually how I handled it. And then that would be the end of it. You know, and a couple times they always say, yeah, I'll see you when you get off of work. You can't hide. And I'll be like, I'm not hiding. Like, I'm right here right now. Like, you ain't even got to wait. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even got to wait till I get off of work. We can do it right here, right now. Like, I'm not going anywhere. And then then you behind the counter. Then I walk in front of the counter. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, now I'm not behind the counter. You know, that ain't the thing. The thing is, bro, you don't even want to work here no more. So let's just go ahead and end it and have a great day. And 9 times out of 10, that'll be the end of it. You know what I'm saying? I have never went to actual blows because of it. You know what I'm saying? There was one boyfriend who pump faked on me, and then when I didn't flinch, then that was the end of that too. But I also think it was the other 10 people that were behind me. The problem is, you got to remember, I'm still the manager here. I got 15 employees back there. You think they're gonna let me get my ass whooped up here? No, not at all. These people like their jobs and like me. So, you know, you always get those. But I mean, it's sad, but you always got to have at least the biggest thing when you have these tragedies is about somebody being out of control. So, if you learn how to de-escalate the situation, things that, that I agree that cops don't do, but it's very easy to de-escalate a lot of these situations. But if you don't de-escalate them, or you don't, you want to prove something or whatever the case may be, then that's when these situations happen. But it's sad. Anytime a person loses their life, especially over something as simple as an argument, is ridiculous to me. Like, I'm saddened for that family that he lost his life because of an argument.
Man, what? And he probably coming up there. I don't know what his baby Mike told him. He was ready for war though, man. I just be like, what?
He wasn't. It was the manager who shot him. It wasn't him.
Yeah, I'm like, but what would make the manager feel like your life threatened, dog? Like, you feel
the
like
manager might have been the unreasonable one. There's always, in my opinion, in this story, the manager is the unreasonable one, because there's no reason that he should be shooting someone's father. You know what I'm saying? Like, what can that father do? That father didn't come in and start beating his ass, which didn't sound like that happened. Sounded like he said he met him out in the parking lot.
Yeah, he met him.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he was ready out there to shoot him, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And he did. So in my opinion, this, just from the facts that I have, I don't have all the facts, but it is sad that he went and did it. It's sad that he went and did that and went out there and actually had the gun. You know what I'm saying? Like, to have the gun on at work means that you are ready. You know what I'm saying? You're ready to do that. I have weapons. I don't bring them to work. You know what I'm saying? I have them, but I don't bring them to work because I don't feel that that's the place I need to protect. There's nothing in this job that is that valuable that I need to kill a person for it. Nothing.
Yeah.
Now, in my household, there is, but in this job, there's nothing. You can come rob my job any day of the week and I will not stop you. I promise you. I'll point right to the safe, give you the combination, whatever the case may be, because there's nothing here worth my life. There's nothing.
Yeah. Everybody in Georgia carry them guns, though. That's just something they do.
Yeah, that is true.
Incidents like, it's no different when you're young and your sister or your cousins might call you and say they got into a fight. Like, normally black people, when you call us to a situation, we come in to fight. We're not coming to talk, figure things out and all that. That's how most people used to do it. Nowadays, I don't know what they just shooting. But I'm just like, when is it okay to call your folks and when is it okay to call the police? Because, like, if your child got into, their car got jacked or something when they was in the store, they not going to most likely, you would say, call the police, file a report, do this and that. But it's just like, why the police wasn't called at all? It just seemed like they just arguing. They calling family and stuff up there. Ain't no telling who the manager might call or what threats was sent. But it seemed like when the police get involved and when they don't, it just seems so weird. Just like, why she didn't feel like it was okay to call the police, or nobody did. They just feel like this was probably just an argument. They can just get past it. But when you start calling people up there, man, I just think everything goes south. Sometimes it don't lead to gunshots, though. It always most time lead to fights. But it was an incident like a year or so ago when that lady called her daughters up there to the store because she got into it with somebody in there and they killed her daughters right there. And she drove off, so it's just like, I don't know what we getting to out here in the world. What up, Chow Bout?
Good, Chow.
He said, considering we leave this world with nothing, I don't think anything is worth taking in life. I agree.
Wow.
I think only time it's considered.
Well, no. I'm protecting my family and myself.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna take a life before I'm gonna let somebody take mine. I mean, that's just honesty. Yeah. Not saying that it's worth it, not saying that it's something that I want to do, but I'm just being realistic. You come in here, like, I'm not gonna allow you to touch my wife, hit my wife, rape my wife. You better believe I'm killing you instantly. You know what I'm saying? And we'll sit in court happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna pat myself on the back if you trying to do something like that. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, my family or anything like that. Be honest with you, if I found out, dog, I protect my life. I protect somebody's life for certain things. I'm not gonna allow somebody to get raped or some shit like that in front of me. I'm gonna blow your head off. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You know what I'm saying? So there's certain things I believe is worth taking a person's life. I don't, and I'm not going to sit here and act like, I'm holier than thou. You know what I'm saying? I do believe in God. And also to go back to your other comment, Kyle, God is fearing. You are supposed to fear God. Now that he is love, but you are supposed to fear God. You're not supposed to sit here and think that you can do things and there's no reconciliation from God. There absolutely is. The problem is with the world is we've convinced you that the world has convinced you that you should fear the world more than you should fear God. And to be honest with you, you should fear God because nothing in this world even matters. When you go and you have judgment, it doesn't matter how much money you made, what you did. There was a person on the cross that had just committed a crime and still were forgiven and brought into heaven. But that was because he understood what was going on. So
just be a good person.
But yeah.
Cap. And he say to prevent another from getting hurt, yes, things not so much. Okay, so you saying material things. Yeah, I don't understand that neither. People kill for cars, they risk their life for jewelry, all type of things.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm not, exactly.
And I get it. A lot of people, I hear the fear God thing, and I don't mind it, like, I wish people fear something out here other than just humanity, and what man say. So if they fear that God will punish them for the bad deeds they do out there, hey, I love it. It's like they should feel that certain way, but I feel like you is God. You will punish yourself. You will punish yourself. If you'll think about it over and over, no matter who you is, you do wrong, you go and think about it. You go and punish yourself mentally. But I get it. I get it, Cal, why some people say that as well. You shouldn't fear your God and things like that. I just like whichever can bring good out of the person. It's like a tool that works for some people it doesn't work for. But at the end of the day, I'm with that man. I'm like Beast. I'm gonna die for mine. And I know he wasn't expecting to go up there and die, but if your child call you and they need you, it don't matter what they going through. They could have been out there starting stuff. You can go out there with your child, you gonna risk your off, or your child just sad that a father, had to go through that. And the manager as well, he taking his family and stuff through. They were just at work making money. None of them own the company. Both of them will be replaced. That's what's sad about it. That store will continue to go on. It will still be a Bojangles.
That John was open the next day.
Yeah,
fully operational.
That's the part that blows me, man. It's like, can nobody talk to them in there? When nobody in there with a clear head to say, look, y'all calm down. Just take the day off. Let's think about it tomorrow. It's just like, man, I see it a lot. It's just like once we become adults, how we can't just talk to each other, how we can't have a conversation without getting all rowdy up. And I know they ain't had alcohol involved. They at work. Most time alcohol caused these type of incidents, but it wasn't no alcohol probably involved in this. It's just anger. Like, we that mad? Is the food really fucking us up that much to the point that
I promise you, I'm not fighting no man. If my daughter calls me to come to Bojangles, I'm just gonna tell her I'm coming to pick her up because she no longer coming to work there anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna sit there and go fight unless he touched her. Now, if he touched her, it's something different. But if it's other than that, it's just words, or he fired her, or whatever the case may be, I'm cool. I'm gonna come right up there and just pick her ass up and be like, you don't have to worry. You'll never see that nigga again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're good. You're good. You will never see him again. You don't have to go to this Bojangles. You don't have to eat chicken no more for all I care. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going up there fighting no manager. I can promise you that. Unless he touched her. That's the only way. That then it's a total. But then I'm not going up there to talk at all. he need to have the gun out. You know, he need to have the gun because I have mine too. You know what I'm saying? If he touched her or hit her or something like that, yeah, it will be no words. At that point in time, there's no talking anyway. You know what I'm saying? So unless I find out something like that, you know what I'm saying? But then he's still wrong. The manager's still wrong if he touched that employee in any way. That's the one thing I can say that anybody who's ever worked for me will tell you I have never touched no one, ever. Not in sexual manner, physical manner, anger manner, none of that. I'm just
Hello.
I've learned that a long time ago, bro.
Yeah, you should keep it that way. I don't know if he touched her or anything, but you know, I'm just like, for a father to come up there, man, I'd have felt that same anger. I'm just like, the manager wrong, because if his life wasn't threatened, like this dude ain't say coming up there to put you on a t-shirt. Like Chow said, he paid $609 for this Glock somebody going on a t-shirt. So he paid too much for it, you know, but that's why I try to stay away from them joints, man. They give you powers. I don't know about y'all. It's something about when you hold a gun, definitely when you're young, when you first hold a gun, it just make you feel like you're bigger than what you are. It seems like for now, you see shit, you want somebody to try something for it. Like, it just like, it draws this certain type of energy than when you don't have it. But then when you don't have
it, it is written album, I'll give you power. Talking about when you talking about being a gun. How you like me now? I'll go blow. It's the shit that moves crowds, making every ghetto foul. That joint, yeah. They say I gave you power, I made you buck wild. That's the joint right there. That's one of my favorite Nas albums of all time. One of my favorite Nas songs of all time. I gave you power when he's talking about he considers himself a gun.
Damn, that's tough.
Yeah. You ain't never heard that joint, Molly?
Hell nah, man.
Oh man, you gotta look that up today, Molly. I know you a music guy too.
Yeah, I gotta hear that.
It's called "I Give You Power," and it's and the lyrics are crazy, son. Crazy. Yeah. That Nas. It is written, "I gave you power." Yeah, it talks about he's putting himself in the characteristic of a gun. That he's a gun and how he gave the power. That's what he says. That, you know, once you put me in your hand, I gave you power. I made the crowds move. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that joint is hard for real.
Yeah, because they say guns don't kill people. People kill people. You know?
That is true.
And a lot of people, you young, you don't get that. You're like, nah, you just don't, like, yeah, it don't matter. If we ain't had guns, people find other ways to kill a person.
Absolutely.
You know, it's just like, it just made it easier for some people, you know, and I guess it probably even the score. You got dudes out here my size fighting giants. They probably like, we need to find a way that we can eat this fight, you know. China, everybody my side, you can't go no war with them in no battle with no swords or no hand gear. But nah, world evolved, but it seemed like we always evolved to harming each other. You know, it's like, oh yeah, we got the new bow and arrow, we got a new 50 cal, you seen this sniper, it can shoot a man from fucking a mile away. You be like, why we creating shit like this? Oh, we create a bomb. Like, who thinks of that? Like, why would you think to create a bomb? Oh, we create a nuke. Oh, we created, like, why? Who creating this? And what type of mindset you gotta have to go to sleep and be like, dog, I just thought of some shit that I can create that can kill at least 500,000 people. Like, that's crazy to me. It's just like, that's warfare. It's just like some people can use that energy to do good. It's just like all of that money they put in that, they can use that to take care of the homeless. It won't be the home. Yeah, if it wasn't no war. It is like so much things we can do, but it's like, yeah, they push evil, and it seems like it's working because you got regular employees at work, gang banging.
Molly, do you realize that evil is natural? Like, evil is easy. It's actually hard to be good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to put in actual effort. I'll put me on, even on, you know how I am. Y'all know who I am. It's hard for me. I have to think about it almost 24/7. You know what I'm saying? I have to die daily. That's we go biblical. You got to die daily to your flesh. And I mean, I almost have to think about it all the time. Every time I answer, every time I have a conversation, I have to sometimes really dial back what I want to say and rethink it and change my thinking, because it's just natural to automatically go bad. You know what I'm saying? To go to the negative thought. I feel that it's just really natural. Like, you know, and it's hard, it's actually harder to be positive and go to the positive thought all the time. You actually have to really, one, you have to practice it, and two, you have to really want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's, I don't know, that's my opinion. What do you think about that, Molly?
And mine's almost the opposite. You know,
Yeah.
like you told me, you know, I'm too likable sometimes. Like, you know, I'm too trusting. You know, like I trust people too easily. You know, just like I don't look like for people to lie most times. Like if somebody say they're gonna do something, I believe you. And now if you don't do it, then I know, okay, you're a lie. But I know people off the break be like, man, I don't believe shit a nigga say to you. You actually gotta keep constantly show them. You know, they don't put no trust in nobody, you know, until you show them that they can actually trust you. Mine's more like, I'm gonna trust you till you give me a reason not to. I'm not just gonna start off not trusting you, just thinking you're a snake like most of these people. No, I'm gonna give you a clean slate like everybody else. Now, if you start to show me those things, and then I distance myself. But I know a lot of people stay distance off the beginning, then they start to get closer when they feel like, okay, yeah, I can actually trust this person. So I done did that a lot. I trust people early on, and when they do something, and niggas like, see, that's why I don't trust people at the break. Look, they fucked up. It's cool. I learned from it, you know, but I'm just like that. I just want people to be themselves for the most part. But that is something I think I had to work on. You know, don't easily let people in. Don't just friend people so easily. Really get to know them. Sit back and watch more. So that's what I had to work on, because I was like, shit.
You know what, Molly? If it was anybody else saying that, I would think they were lying. But I honestly believe you. You know what I'm saying? Because now the thing about how you are, I kind of can understand. I can understand what you're saying. I would believe you, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me then. Maybe I just got that. Maybe I got those issues. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I thought it was for everybody, to be honest with you. But now that you just said what you just said, I kind of like, well, hold on. Maybe it is just me.
Nah, there's a lot of people. I got friends and shit just like you. They not with that, you know. Like I might bring somebody around there, but who the fuck is that? Like I bring you around some event, they might not know you. They can be like, "Oh, who? That's my homie, man. This man, he good people." Then they like, "Nigga, you barely know him." Like nah, like some people you ain't gotta know as long when you get a certain vibe and energy from certain people. Like nah, he good. Nah, that nigga might leave out here with the TV or something. You don't know this nigga. He probably like in their head, they don't know this person. Even if they seen him with me a few times, they like, I still don't know him. But me, it's just like, come on, man. Like when they bring people around, I welcome them, man. What's up? Oh, you friends went, then you family. You know, if my brother calling you brother, then shit, you family. You know, I'm gonna let you in, I'm gonna trust you. But then a month later, he be like, yeah, I don't fuck with him no more. Like, what? Nigga, I thought, you know, so it's different for some people, you know, but that's just always been I guess my problem. But I'm always been on different AAU teams, and I play sports so much. I always had to meet new players. I done played in so many games I play with people just for weekends sometimes. They put a team together. You some kids from Virginia and Maryland, all y'all gonna be on this one team because they want us to beat this other team from another town that they all got the best players. So and you just start to meet people, you get used to like got to trust them. I gotta trust you gonna catch this pass when I make it to you, even though we ain't got no chemistry that much. But I just got used to meeting people, traveling, getting to know people, and understanding that man, everybody got a story. I used to think that only people from my neighborhood went through what we went through. And when I started meeting other kids from other areas in Philly and New York, like, damn, y'all got hoods too? Like, what? You know, like, I ain't know that y'all got crackheads too. And they like, yeah, they basically the same shit. It's like they copy and paste the trauma everywhere. And it's most in the communities that look like us. So it's just like, man, I always try to welcome people in because I know they probably got a story just like me, and they probably trying to get to it just like me. They just need like-minded people. But if everybody feel like, man, this person can't be trusted, it's like how we ever build a team. You gonna find out who gonna need to get cut. It'd be 100 people come out for trials, but only about 30 people gonna make the team, especially on our high school team. We ain't carry that many people, but they come out there 100 deep. We love that. That's good. We know we got a lot of, but we gonna start making cuts, and that's how I am in life, man. I'm like, shit, we can build an army, and if some people ain't really in it, you know, they trying to just ease their way in and fuck things up, we kick them out. You know, we cut them from the team, we keep building. But some people allow people come in to destroy everything. They let one person come in and just wipe out everybody. So it's like, nah, you gotta be careful of them people. Like, that's part of being tested, man. What else I got? I got so much shit in here. All right. I don't know about that one. They making this 3D shit. I ain't showing that one. I don't know too much about Eric Adams. I know a lot of people will be into the politics too much.
I'm not a politic guy, bro.
Yeah. I just go into one of these other videos. They talking about this girl. I guess she don't want a reality show. I guess we can say this another, you know, kicking somebody while they down or they considered down. It's crazy because the numbers that they talking about is different than ours. Like, some people out here, they broke it, they only making 100,000 a year. So you gotta understand that when these people having these conversations and stuff, a lot of people might feel like, man, they got this, they shouldn't be worried, but it's different. It's different depending on where you come from. But I'm gonna share this clip of these girls on this TV show. They talking about, I guess, one of the other girls that actually had to downgrade, or she lost her house or whatnot, and now she's trying to pretend that she's still living the lifestyle, but actually don't. But I don't know. I'm gonna play the clip and we're gonna give out.
Going back to people that ain't been broke before.
Exactly.
When I called Tia just left Angel's house. Okay. Angel got kicked out of her house. You know, they're renting. Said, your little lease is up and you have to get out of here. Angel, you have been evicted. Didn't you tell us you was top tier wag? This is not top tier wag. Look, where's Taylor Swift? She top tier wag.
No, well, let me tell you this, T.
What? Tell.
Because one of my friends who's a realtor told me, this girl came up to me and said, hey, I need a house in Potomac. I need it to look like it's $50,000 a month, but I'm only willing to pay $2,000 to $3,000 for the house.
You are lying.
And then she wanted to have like this lavish lifestyle presented, but she said that she just wanted to pay a certain amount. Look, if she want a discount, by all means, baby, get your discount. I'm not vested in Angel's living accommodations. I'm more vested in Angel and how she shows up for us as friends.
Is Angel broke?
Yeah. Is Angel broke? She thought she ain't that invested, but she gonna mention that a realtor came up to her, or her relative friend said a random girl came up to her and told her that a girl want to get some property that only costs about $2,000 a month, but she want to look like a property that costs about 50. But how you just know it's randomly that girl? And you know, in these shows, like my man Marlon said, they can produce it the way that they want to push a certain narrative. But if this was true and this was a case and y'all friend got kicked out of her house and she trying to downgrade to something that she can afford, why y'all think this is the time to talk about it when they clown her about it? What's so funny about it? That's my question.
Those people that be in buying themselves, so there's a chance to be able to make it look like somebody's doing worse. Everybody money fight nowadays. People say they're rich is trying to cut back and everything will penny pinch, but it's just a chance to like show somebody out, put a negative spotlight on somebody, take the attention off yourself. I mean, but them catty type of shows, that's all in vibration too. So when I was saying something about Cardi B and how she reaches out to people, well, I mean, you know, there's certain people on a certain vibration. So there's certain people that really tap into them type shows for real, like baddies and all that type of stuff. I expect those type of women to be on that low vibration because y'all sitting around Y'all supposed to be housewives of this and basketball wives and all that stuff, but y'all throwing drinks and fighting like regular hoes. So it doesn't, nothing about what you saying your status is makes me feel different about your lifestyle. So I expect y'all to do that. It's unfortunate, but I expect it.
See, that's what he expect. This Dave show, man, FMG, man. We know this your show. You probably know this episode. What's your thoughts, Rodney, at the end? These girls talk shit about their so-called girlfriend.
Yeah, I don't relate. I don't have it. It's hard for me to comment because I don't even participate in those type of roles or shows or conversations or anything like that. I don't have those. Like I look at yeah, I'm very picky, I guess.
I think the show is supposed to make them. I think the show's supposed to make them look like they got a big status. So I think, because how they try to look all this dirty. Y'all bitches going for the control. But y'all be trying to make places in y'all movement look so extravagant. And I think it's a part of that energy that comes behind everybody trying to listen to him. And yeah, like he said, I'm not really into people or spaces that be on that type of time, but that's what I think it is.
Here's the thing. There's a difference between rich and wealthy.
Yeah.
And wealthy is a mindset, and you don't have to be rich to be wealthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, wealthy is more of a mindset. Rich is, look, you can be rich for a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can take somebody money and spend that in a weekend and no longer rich anymore. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, to me, this is just, one, you got to look at what you're watching. These women are getting paid to do this. So how much of it is real? How much of it is them just acting that character and things like that? I mean, I've acted a character out myself. So, it is what it is. I just don't, I just don't participate in this type of messiness. Y'all know me. I'll wait for somebody to get on the show to talk about it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't go in. I just don't feel that this cattiness is something that I usually participate in. But I don't I just get it. It's a show, man. It's entertainment. Like, that's what it's here for. That's all I think about it. It's like, just because I watch Fast and the Furious, don't think I can take a Honda Civic into space.
But at the same time, I feel like it's people's everyday situations that they're in too, where they got to minimize it. And I just hear people talk about people regardless of whether we on TV or not. I definitely hear people talk about what people. Not everybody's not on the same tip, but I definitely hear people talk about what somebody has, or jokes about them having this kind of phone, not having an iPhone, not driving this, or boy, why you got on this? Don't nobody get that no more. I hear that shit every day. So we still be on that type of. Some people still be on that type of time. They got to be on TV to do it. But it's just sad that, I don't know, it's sad that people be on that in the first place. Because if you got down back, you should have full support of all the bitches sitting around you. But.
I just know, like, a lot of these girls, I hate them saying they baddies now, and I hate a lot of them. I got me a baddie, and it came from this. A lot of these girls want to live these girls' lifestyle that they don't actually have. Like B said, this is fake. This mostly stage. They acting. We know it's a show. We know, like we watched another car, like a car movie. You don't want to become that guy, But it's some kids out here that actually think they can be Batman. You gotta let them know you're not Batman. You better not jump off the fucking roof. You can't fly. With some of these girls, I think subconsciously they really think they can become these girls. They start talking like them, dressing like them, acting like them. They getting their bodies done like them. And I think that's who been promoting this, how Black women should act. And that's why they always quick to promote, oh, Black women act like this, Black women act like that. And it's mostly coming from this TV show. And I'm like, even if these girls out here believe that these girls live in this lifestyle, if you and your homegirls, all y'all rich, and one of your girls fell off for some odd reason, would y'all help her or would y'all sit around and clown her? You know, so it sounds like, you know, and that energy can rub off on some of these young high school girls and stuff like that. You know, you done seen it in certain clubs and certain movies. They think they the popular crew and stuff like that, so they treat certain gangs or certain nerds a certain way. I just think like for those who ain't mentally strong, just understand this production. And if you do got friends out there and you somehow can help them and they going through something, that ain't the time to kick them. You know, that ain't the time to laugh them out or clown them because they ain't got what they used to have, because you can be there one day. And I think that's what Marlon was saying in the video about 50, you know, which may not never come. But I remember 50 filing bankrupt. I remember Warren Sapp a lot of so it's just like your time can come.
Doing what, chicken?
People, man. What's that, Trey?
Nah, my bad.
Oh, nah, I thought you said something, bro. That's all. No, they wild on themselves, man. That's why I'm watching. But shit, my man Funny Man love that show, man. And every time I watch that show, it be some weird shit like that going on, man. I be like, I can't do it. But last topic for the day, Christmas came early for these inmates. That's the only thing. Technology is good. And you've seen they've been having drone deliveries everywhere, especially in LA. The West Coast got it more, I guess, because the weather better over there. Over here, the wind might take it, or we just ain't got it yet. But it's coming. Drone delivery is definitely coming. Amazon definitely been one of the top users of the Amazon drone delivery. But somebody got some drone delivery goods over to the jail. I'm gonna share the clip with y'all. We're gonna give our thoughts on this, man. I was like, whoever did this, I know they love this guy. He probably gonna get arrested. I don't know who this guy was, but I know they gonna love him for this. Somebody drove a drone over the jail and they dropped steaks, crab legs, Old Bay season, what they say, marijuana and cigarettes. And this was in the South Carolina prison yard. I'm gonna share the clip with you. Y'all give us y'all thoughts on how y'all feel about this.
South Carolina Department of Corrections says a drone carrying steak and crab legs landed in a prison yard at the Lee Correctional Institution in Bishopville. Well, guards, they seized the contraband on Sunday. Inside the illicit package, look what they found: steak, crab legs, cartons of cigarettes, marijuana, and don't forget that Old Bay seasoning. Well, prison officials are now investigating near prison carries up to 30 days in jail, and then dropping contraband could land you 10 years in prison. The South Carolina Department of Corrections says a drone carrying steak and crab legs landed in a prison yard at the Lee Correctional Institution in Bishopville. Well, guards, they seized the contraband on Sunday. Inside the illicit package, look what they found: steak, crab legs, cartons of cigarettes, marijuana, and don't forget that Old Bay seasoning. Well, prison officials are now investigating. Flying a drone near a prison carries up to 30 days in jail, and then dropping contraband could land you 10 years in prison.
The same people Cardi B was talking to is the same people that's doing this. that's frequency. That's the same shit I'm talking about.
You watched Mayor of Kingstown before? That show?
Yeah, exactly. That's my shit, nigga. Exactly. My boy though, man, big boy. He gotta get back. Why you mention that though?
Because I think in one episode they were like slingshotting shit over the joint.
How y'all get to that point, though? Like, it was already cooked, I'm assuming, right?
They cook it there. They got their own grills.
Okay.
You never seen those prison cooking videos? They got 1 million of them joints.
I said when they be cooking on the steps and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, fire going through the steps, leading upstairs and shit, and cooking off of it. Yeah.
I'm just saying. Would y'all risk it? Would you risk it? Any of y'all? I mean, if you just got
if I can
10 years.
If I can,
when my nephew got in trouble, I told him, I promise you one thing, I'm not visiting you, bro.
You can just
I'm not.
on over there.
Yeah, I got you, but nah. I put money on your books. I do that, but I'm not coming to visit, bro. That just ain't like my time is too valuable for me to be going to a prison and visiting anyone for any reason. And that's just and I tell, everybody that have gone to jail in my family and friends and this, that, and the other, I tell them like, look, I'm gonna put this, I tell each one every week, I'm gonna put this much money on your books. I don't care if you call me, you ain't gotta call me. If you want to talk to me, call me. But don't, use that money to call somebody who actually want to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? And got you when you come out. When you come out, I got you. But other than that, I'm not visiting you, bro. My time is just too important. I'm not.
He said no visit. A drone though, man. We get the drone over there.
Nah, I'm not doing that either, because then I'm gonna really be visiting you. I'm gonna be in that motherfucker with you.
Drop it off. I don't think they're gonna catch whoever did it, and I don't think they know the consequences.
They're gonna shoot that drone.
Yeah,
can you pinpoint signal on the drone?
Huh?
I'm trying to not talk loud. I say, can you pinpoint signal on the drone?
Yeah, but I don't know. They probably just got the drone, or they
just follow the drone.
Oh well, yeah.
You gotta eventually get it back. Yeah, they smart. They get their own drone to follow the drone.
Yeah,
they're gonna find. I mean, this something you can get away with maybe once. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But after that, they're gonna be hip. They're gonna shoot your drone. You have to buy a new drone every week. Every time you're trying to do it.
Yeah, I think that drone probably ain't gonna make it back. They just gonna have to drop this shit with the drone. Like that drone make it back, it's gonna tell on you. It's gonna tell where you at. But they can probably find out the flight pattern it took and all types of shit, man.
Yeah, but hopefully you're not dumb enough to fly from your house.
Straight to the garage and shit.
They flew that shit straight from Safeway, man. Straight out
front. Some open field where there's no cameras, start there.
Man, I know they were sites though, man. They got marijuana, crab legs. I don't know.
The guards were sized. The guards done smoked that shit.
God, man, what? They could probably resell it too. All that shit costs 100 times more over there. They probably making money, man. But nah, I think that's an inside job, man. I think one of them guards had something to do with it anyway. They probably done got a hold of his cousins or something.
Usually, or a guard was supposed to be paid the guard that usually they probably been doing that for years, but then finally that guard was off for some shit who been getting paid to be quiet, and some other guard came and snitched. You know what I'm saying? Was like, where my cut at?
They be making laws now. It's up to 10 years. If you like, what was it before drones got over this motherfucker? Like they got drone laws now. Can't fly but so high. It depends on which city you at and all. I was like, this shit is crazy, man. Every time they create something, they create a law for. What up, AQ?
What's good, AQ?
What's up, AQ?
Happy Wednesday. Yeah,
no.
I don't know what's going on. My bad, I ain't see your message, man. We only got 30 minutes. I'm seeing it now. Yes.
I don't know what message you talking about.
They watching. They just saying it in the text. I'm gonna send a link. Like, man, it's show about over, man. If it's out,
where E at, man? He still upset from yesterday?
Yeah, y'all done pissed my man off, man. Leon.
Oh, he for real got upset?
Yeah,
everybody gotta cool down every once in a while.
And he done with y'all niggas, man. Y'all ain't no real.
Nice while it lasted. You know, nice while it lasted.
Real men understand real men, man. You know that.
Thank you for your service.
Oh, that's what's happening?
No, I don't think so.
Nah, I don't know what Unc at. Unc still calling. Where you at, Unc? Come up, man. Where you at? I ain't share his little video. All his videos dealing with the girls and relationships. You know, they get crazy. Oh shit.
You want to give him the advice? That's what Uncle E want to do. Give women advice on
real advice. If
real advice.
Yeah. All that
cool.
sucker shit, man. These niggas not giving them that sucker shit. Women, what advice y'all need out there? I thought he'd pop in. And I would share one of his joints, or at least Kenny. Kenny sent me them joints a lot too. This shit on the show. I'd be like, what this one say? Man with what?
Man, Kenny.
See what he's talking about. Yeah, Kenny probably popped on with us today, man. I don't know what happened to the red. He probably got busy, man. I already know the Lord asked him to do something else. You say you want to promote something. Man, you can promote it tomorrow.
You asking about Althea.
Yeah, she all right. She just recovering right now. She just getting a rest. She hopefully be back on tomorrow, if not her favorite day of all days.
No. Fakey Friday.
Yeah, she talk crazy. AQ been missing the Freaky Fridays lately, man. I don't think Beast been on a couple of them, man.
I won't be on them either. I'm protesting Freaky Friday.
Then Uncle E, they be getting lit on Freaky Friday. On Weezy and Uncle E, they stay getting into it.
Freaky Friday feel like I'm watching a 2-hour long Cardi B episode.
Cardi B.
Yeah, everybody just giving badass advice.
Yeah, bad advice, man. You
and then Reese just making shit up, period.
Yeah, Reese always got a story, man. She got us one last time she was on here. What she say? Said she threw shit in front of her neighbor's front yard, the dog shit. And she said, "Oh, y'all believe me?" I said, "Nah, I ain't believe me because you said you walked. You said you had to walk to here and there." I said, "Nah." But she said she gonna have one for us every time she come on. You just gotta know when to catch it. Say, "Oh, I may ask."
Oh, I don't believe none of her stories, so that's easy.
Yeah. Yeah, send some prayers in for AQ. She'll be back with us, man.
Especially when she talk about sex. Yeah, I don't believe none of that. I don't believe none of that.
At all, man.
Reese a talker. She ain't no doer.
Yeah,
she probably talked about all that and then believed it. She like I said, she would have been a great sex hotline worker. That's what she would have been doing. Making up all those lies. Yeah, I'll take it and put it in my mouth, and the whole time she's talking about a cheesecake bar.
Yeah.
I'm protesting Freaky Friday. Oh yeah, I'm good.
I definitely understand.
Get it off the shelf.
And then when you ask her a direct question about her, she never answer it. She always talk about somebody else. That's the joint that bothers me too. Since we airing things out.
You gotta let her lead up to it. You know, y'all be cutting her off. You know, she's getting there, but she gotta give you the whole story. Can't just give you a little bit, like the whole story.
I don't need no more contact.
You gotta let it come together. That's all. Y'all gotta let it come together.
All right. Molly always take that positive tropes. He believe everybody. Everything he see, he believe. Every comment.
What you call it? I don't believe in the globe round. You see?
Is that it?
It's some things I don't believe once I do my step. But if you tell me something, I'm believing to you. Be wrong. You know about yourself. If you say that you don't eat spaghetti, I'm gonna believe it. You know. Then if I see you eating that shit, I'm saying, "Oh, you lied to me." You know, like I don't know. My girl might be the freakiest of the freakiest. We know AQ be freaky on here, man. I ain't asked you do nothing, man. see, that's like sister. But I believe her though. You know, I believe some of them freaky things they be doing. I just can't do them all, man. I can't do all the freaky shit I be hearing y'all doing out here, man. I can't.
I'm glad you believe her.
Yeah.
I thought you was working on that over new league.
Take me through that. Take me through that. So that
I thought you was working on doing that.
Yeah.
What's up? You talking to me, Trey?
Yeah, I was. I said I thought you was better. I thought you was getting better.
Nah,
what are you talking about? I'm talking about Molly. I'm talking about Molly. What are you talking about?
I'm leaving it alone.
Yeah, I'm saying that Molly believes Reese. Oh, you thought I was talking about something else. Oh, nah. Yeah. Nah, I wasn't talking about that, but I wasn't talking about that, but the sentiment is the same.
Oh man, till y'all show me something different, man. He be out here robbing niggas, man. I believe you, Beast. I ran into a couple of dudes said you be on the show with this dude that robbed me, man, about 30 years ago. I said,
yeah, maybe 30 years ago. That's true.
He's somebody get me in some shit he did 30 years ago. I ain't got nothing to do with that, man.
It's true. Maybe 30 years ago that might have been possible, but it wasn't. If I robbed you, you wouldn't remember me. So, but it's all good.
It's like you ain't gonna remember me, Slim.
Nah, it'd be real cloudy. Like, all I remember, my head was hurting, and I woke up and I was robbed. That was it. That's the most of your story should be.
What y'all eating, man? It's Wellness Wednesday. I know y'all here eating something crazy. I ain't want shit too many of them videos. Y'all already know not to eat McDonald's, not to eat all this bullshit out there. Y'all know what's good, what ain't good for you. So just let me know some of the things y'all been working on that is good for you, or some of the things y'all been trying to stay away from and been working. I know Beast.
I've been trying to cut back on cigarettes. That's not food, but in terms of health, I've been trying to cut back on my cigarette smoking. The food, I don't eat no fast food, so I ain't gonna worry about that. You know, but I've been trying to cut back on cigarettes.
I'm just out here trying to live.
There you go. Shawty ain't cutting back on nothing. Hey, he just trying to live. Yeah, man, we trying to get you live a little longer, man. That's all.
Man, I'm good, man. I lost a lot of weight. I'm doing good. I'm chilling.
You doing something?
You know what I'm saying? I'm about to enjoy these holidays. That's all I got. I ain't worried about nothing right now. Then get back into worrying about trying to get back to losing weights, lifting weights or whatever, losing weight.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You trying to get back in football shape.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. But shit, some type of shape. You gotta move, work out. Some people don't move enough. And I think that's the only people I tell them they should worry about that more. If you ain't gonna be out here moving around and working out, then you definitely gotta watch what you eat. But if you're gonna be still working out and you can be active,
you didn't me anything. I just assumed you were looking at what was available down below. I didn't.
The best thing to do. Yeah, but what you out here eating, AQ? I already know y'all might be small, but y'all little motherfuckers, y'all eat the most. Y'all be eating the most bullshit too, cause y'all be like, I don't never gain weight, so I can eat the bullshit. Like, nope, nah.
Man, I'm ready to get up. I'm just looking for the holidays. Go out of town for a little bit, have some fun, go see my family. Yeah, plan on going. I'm going to South Carolina, Myrtle Beach. We got a room at Myrtle Beach, so we're just gonna go out there and for Christmas. I don't know why. This is something my in-laws wanted to do. I wasn't privy to the conversation, so I'm just participating, and just gonna try to go have a good time.
You gotta make the best out of it, man. You're gonna be there anyway. South Carolina, just don't go to that Bojangles. We already know how they go.
Oh, that Bojangles was in South Carolina? I thought it was in Atlanta.
I don't know. It's all about. Oh yeah, it was in Atlanta. No, it was in Atlanta. I definitely caught the last time. Like, man, I'm sitting here eating the chicken Caesar salad. Okay, chicken. Got the chicken in there, little bird. Ain't nothing wrong with that. They had a
They got a
video.
place in Columbia, South Carolina, that's famous for a duck BLT.
A duck BLT?
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. I've had it before.
Duck BLT. So just duck with bacon, lettuce, and tomato.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I mean, it was just, it was basically that. Yeah. Same thing. It's sliced into a sandwich, like a BLT sandwich. Yeah. It was good, though.
Yeah, I know AQ. My sister, all of my mom, all of them small like you. They be like, I don't gain no weight. I can still eat. High blood pressure. It's still can catch you, But yeah, it's for some reason I'm like that too. I just for some reason can't gain weight, But I'm very out of shape. I went to the gym like a week ago. Like 15 minutes into the workout on the bike, I was like, "What the fuck?" My heart was banging. I'm like, damn, out of shape like a motherfucker. And then the next time I went 30 minutes, it took me about 30 minutes to feel like that. So I see that, I might look like I was in shape, but I'm trying to be able to do at least an hour before I feel any type of intense. So we got to work on ourselves, even if you feel like you're perfect. I don't care what it is, Kim Kardashians, all of them, they still finding something to work on. And health is the most important one. And it can be small steps. Like Trey said, he just stopped smoking cigarettes. I ain't saying put down steak, burgers, and all that shit. I'm just saying slow down on some of it or add more workout to your routine. Even if you're walking up and down some steps. There's sometimes turkey burgers. I ain't hear that in a while. The turkey burgers. I used to like turkey burgers. I ain't started eating them till like 2 years before I went vegan though. So I ain't really get to enjoy
Never
it.
eat them.
Real
burger. Real burger, sir. I don't eat no damn turkey burger. That shit garbage.
Well, what? You need
that shit garbage. I get a real damn burger.
Oh man. That with the ground beef, the Five Guys has some
ground beef. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? 80-20. Let's go. I like the fat content in my burger.
It's 80-20.
I
ain't to cut up the green peppers and the onions and all that smash.
I don't trust a nigga that go any higher than that. You tell me you do 90-10 burgers, I'm gonna tell you I'm never eating at your house. I don't trust you.
90-10 ain't no good ratio.
Hell nah. You need some fat in that burger. They be like, oh, it's fat. Yeah, damn right. 70-30. I eat those. Yeah, I need the fat content. I want that flavor in the burger. I'm gonna say, you know what I'm saying? I'm a connoisseur over here, bro.
That's tough.
You know what I'm saying? But see, the problem is I can't eat seafood. If I could eat fish and stuff like that, it'd be different for me personally. But I can't eat seafood, so I'm not giving none of that stuff up. Yeah, I'll eat a pork chop sandwich. Yeah, I'm good with it.
I can't eat seafood. I can never eat seafood. But shit. If I did, if I was able to eat seafood, I don't think I'd be vegan though. I think I'd probably be pescatarian. I'd probably do fish. I can see it. And just like, I don't know, I just stay away from it. I'm scared to death. And I ain't popping no pills just to eat some shit. People like, you can take a Benadryl, you can do this. And then I'm like, why would I do that? If I gotta take some pills to eat something, I'm just not gonna eat that shit. Like, well, I was raised Muslim. Oh yeah, I don't eat pork, so I used to love steak. 93% lean hamburger, but when I get
I only eat ribeyes too. I'm not into the lean steaks either. I'm not into New York strips. I'm not into what you call it. Yeah, I want the fat content, bro.
Damn, I thought everybody like a New York strip.
Nah, man.
Honest, them joints, man.
Sirloins, New York strips are considered the meatier steaks. You know what I'm saying? Like the reason why ribeyes are good is because they have a lot of fat content in them compared to the other steaks.
That makes sense.
And I'm a fat content guy. I like, I want to see that fat cap and all that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like my women. I don't like my women too lean either. I like them to have some fat on them too.
That cat's crazy.
Would you say, Trey?
That cat is crazy.
My man Lee.
Hey.
Terry. That's what's up, Lee. Yeah, Lee said he ain't fucking. I see a lot of people say they bake their chicken more now than frying. I guess they stand away from the grease.
Air fryer, but you know what? It's something different. Fried chicken is just way better. It's just way better, man. Even with the air fryer and all that, it's just not the same, bro. Nothing like some good old grease.
What's wrong with your artery, man?
Yeah, you true, Trey. Absolutely. Absolutely was wrong by arteries now. Yeah. But I don't fry chicken that often anymore. Like I think I fried chicken the first time in probably years, man. Years. But it was different. I fried some chicken wings. It was different. I was like, yo, yeah, I do remember this. This is delicious. My son said this was the best chicken he ever ate in his life because he probably hadn't had fried chicken since he was like little.
So since you wanted the turkey like that, you want the ham on the number 1 too? Okay. You said a pound of that too, right?
Hey, I need some roast beef, Trey.
Yeah, get some motherfucking 2 pounds of motherfucking deer meat.
Roast beef on Swiss.
See, you got a lot of juicing. Yeah, I do a lot of. You gotta do a lot of juicing. I do a lot of smoothies. Don't let me get my own garden, boy. That thing be my own garden, man. That thing gonna be, man. I ain't gonna never see me at the grocery store, man. I be in that thing cooking it up, man. I might get a couple of pigs and shit on the farm, man. Slaughter some of them for beef, so you can get some fresh pig. You know, you ain't getting on that processed stuff, man. Make sure. Nah, I ain't killing no pig, man. He deserve to live just like me, man. That's right, beast.
Nah. let me find out you got a farm with a pig. I'll take care of it for you. Don't worry about it.
Let my man live, man. They like dogs, man.
My grandmother, when I was young in North Carolina, she had a pig farm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when I used to spend my summers out there. I had to feed the pigs. She shot a pig and cooked them that night one time. Shot that giant. My grandmother would be like, "Which one y'all want?" And she would give him a head start. Like she would open the pen and let the pigs take off running. And she pull out that rifle and catch that John in full stride, son.
Man,
boom.
Crazy. Man, my buddy them, they had chickens, all that shit. They just keep going.
Yep.
I be like, God damn, this country. But at the same time, this like nature, this how you supposed to live off the land. It's just that we don't see the process, so we thinking that they live it like somebody already did this for you. They killed this animal, clean it, and all of that, and then they package it, and then now you got it. You know, so it's like you can skip all that and get straight to it yourself. Man, the food probably do taste a lot better. That's probably is why a lot of old timers say, "Oh yeah, I ate meat till I was 100-some years old." My grandmother ate meat all her whole life.
Why they able to make babies at 80 years old? Because they didn't eat all the bullshit that we ate.
Yeah, they can't.
David talking about blue chew. He wouldn't need that if he was not eating all fucked up.
Yeah, they talking about blue chew. Yeah,
right, you don't need that.
But that's where they get it. They get the mind from. Like my grandmother lived at this age, and she ate like this. But it's like that's not the same eggs your grandmother had. That ain't the same beef that your grandmother and them had.
Yeah, it wasn't no pumps or no toxins or no what is it called, preservatives put into that food. That joint was straight fresh. Yeah, even pork tastes different. Like when I was down there and that pork, my grandmother would make it. That joint taste was different. I've never found pork to taste the way that it did that day. It was the best thing I ever ate in my life, bro. It was so great. It was so delicious. But I mean, I'll be honest with you, it was nasty looking though. But I ate it because I ain't had no choice. She was a Southern grandma. My Southern grandma, she was tall. My grandmother was a big woman, bro.
Yeah.
She was one of them country women. She was like 6'1". You know what I'm saying? And she was out that joint. Yeah, like I could see my grandmother fighting like a grown man and whooping his ass. My grandmother was a big woman. So when I told her I was hungry, oh yeah, you was eating that food, bro. You wasn't going to complain about it. And sure enough, she put it, man. She was like, "You want some chitlins?" I was like, "Yeah, man, I want some chitlins." I don't know what she put on my plate, but that was not a chitlin that I had ever seen before in my life. You know what I'm saying? But when I saw it, I was like, "Oh, hell nah." But then I looked at my grandmother, because it was like a chunk. It looked like a square like this. And it was like, it wasn't a chitlin, because chitlins be the intestines. Nah, this was like the actual skin from the ass of the hog. You know what I'm saying? Like that joint still had hair on it and everything.
Jeez.
And you know what I did? I grabbed that hot sauce, poured that hot sauce on it. It was the best goddamn chitlin I ever ate in my life, but it wasn't a chitlin. It wasn't what we knew was a chitlin. So, but it was the best joint I ever ate. That joint melted in my mouth, son. It was delicious. No homo, no diddy.
Oh, no diddy.
Please, no diddy.
Nah, sad. Even when I wasn't eating, I couldn't like that. I could never eat pig ears and pig feet and none of that. Man, my family though, they ate it all the time. They chitlins. They love chitlins, my sister.
Pig brain soup.
All that shit. I was like, man, turtle soup.
I had pig brain soup. We had his, and I had when I was in what's it called? I was in Panama. I got Panama in my head, but it was Puerto Rico. When I was in Puerto Rico, they had the big hog on the spit and stuff. Yeah, that joint was delicious, bro.
Damn, now. I can't wait till y'all go live. You and Chef Dennis and y'all. I'm coming in the comments. I'm gonna mention it.
We're gonna be there tonight. Tonight, 6:30.
Oh yeah, I'm in there. Mention some scriptures where they talk about not eating flesh or blood from other animals in the scriptures.
They sacrifice lamb all the time in the scriptures.
I'm gonna talk about when he said, don't consume the flesh of an animal. Yeah, it's all right. I'm gonna show y'all. You know, I'll be on it, man.
The good news is I have my own relationship with God, and when God tells me to stop eating bacon, I'll stop eating bacon. But I got some questions. I'm gonna be like, well, why'd you make it so delicious then? You know what I'm saying?
The goal, man. Remember the Matrix. He couldn't even taste that steak. It was just the consumption.
I can taste the steak.
It's not really there, man. It's not really there.
Man. It's there to me. And it was there when it came out, too.
All right, then. What you do is you get an animal, you cut it, don't cook it, just eat it and see what it tastes like. Or just cook it, don't season it, and see what it tastes like. Y'all like the seasoning, man. It's nothing but the seasoning and the taste.
Bacon ain't got no seasoning.
I don't know about bacon. Bacon might got some in it, you know that thing.
Nah, bacon is just cured. That's it. You can get what you call it right at the store and slice your own bacon. It's still delicious.
Yeah, they mention why you shouldn't eat bacon, man. I don't know about that.
Hey,
but they been looking to the sky, so I don't know. That don't mean you shouldn't eat it, right? The spirit
like I said, when God tells me to stop eating it, then I'll stop.
Yeah, he already said it in the scriptures plenty of times.
Once again, the scriptures is a tool, brother. It's a tool. It is a tool.
People always say that one.
It is a tool. So therefore,
it's telling you.
I got a personal relationship with God. Until He tell me to turn the other cheek, I'm not turning the other cheek. I'm gonna let you know that right now. You can look up the scripture. You can put it in every.
I'm gonna wait till this show because that's what y'all talk about.
I'm gonna put it on every and I say the same thing on Chef Dennis show. I said that on the show last week when he brought up that I was like, I'm not turning the other cheek. I promise you, it's not happening, bro. Like it's not gonna happen.
Hey,
until God has talked to me. Now God has talked to me and told me about a lot of things. Told me to give up alcohol. Told me to do this. Told me to do that. You know what I'm saying? Told me to be a better person. I'm trying to do that every day. But not once when I ate a bacon sandwich did I feel compelled not to eat this bacon. Not once.
That means
now
the spirit did, man. You
now when I do something wrong and I do something or say something, I get compelled afterwards by God about what I said or what I did. You know what I'm saying? And if I don't feel that way, then I feel like I ask all the time, what can I do better? When I have my prayers and devotions, I ask all the time, what can I do better today that I didn't do yesterday? So,
He gonna say, stay away from the pig. He gonna say it's unclean. He gonna say, go read Mark. Go read all about that whole chapter on Mark. He gonna say, I'm gonna tell you what to do. I'm gonna let you know. I let you know right here. You just skipped over this chapter, you know. But it's gonna.
I didn't skip it. I read it. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh, you ignored it. Oh,
nah, I didn't ignore it.
As long as you and your God know that you know, and you working on
different
it,
interpretations, brother.
Yeah, eventually you might. But that's one of your temptations. All us got some type of temptation we got to work on.
I don't know if that's one of my temptations.
Mine used to be food like that, you know, but that was easier for me to give up. I don't know what else now, but marijuana. And I'm not sure if that's bad, you know, it's a herb. He actually put that in the scripture, right? It's in the scripture that and every scripture I read is good for you. Herb and bear seed, you know, so I like that. But
it's funny when people change the burning bush, that God came through as a burning bush, is them trying to say that that was actually marijuana.
Yeah, he was high. He was high on that mountain, boy. That boy
I hear all that kind of stuff all the time, bro. It don't bother me. Like I said, man, I believe in this, and I tell people when I have these and I know you're messing with me, and you're for the most part, but when I have these conversations, I tell people all the time, I'm like, look, bro, your relationship with your God is your relationship with your God. I ain't got nothing to do with it. So my relationship is my relationship too. If you in your relationship with your God, you believe that you can do these things, then that's fine. I believe that God changes you from the inside. You come as you are. When I came to God, I ate bacon. You know what I'm saying? Now, 10 years from now, he may change that in me. That's up to him. I ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? But until he do, I'm going to be with my bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Because God don't say you got to give up. And that's the one thing, you know, even my past and stuff talk about is that God, he was like, you know, can you smoke weed and you know, consider yourself a Christian? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? You can. Now, the thing about it is I expect, and I'm not going to say that God expects this, but I expect that the closer I get with God, then I'm going to start shedding off these things that do me no good. You know what I'm saying? Now, each person smokes weed differently. So, like Molly, at this point, I'm assuming you can smoke weed and it don't really affect your judgment. Some people, they smoke weed and it tremendously affects their judgment. You get what I'm saying? So then I believe that anytime you do anything in a excess, that you are putting whatever that is in front of God, that's when it becomes a sin. So smoking weed may not be the sin, but if you're smoking weed to avoid the real problem and not taking that problem to God, then it becomes a sin. If you're smoking weed because that is more important to you than God is, then it's a sin. But that goes in the same conference of everything. That comes in the same conference as alcohol. That comes in the same conference as food. That comes in the same conference as sex. You know what I'm saying? Being married and having sex is not the sin. It's when you use sex to replace God, that's when it becomes the sin. It's when you use alcohol to replace, and I did that for years. I used alcohol to replace God. Instead of dealing with the problem that I was having, I would use alcohol to distract me from the problem and never deal with the problem. And that's when it becomes a sin. If I go out and drink a drink, that isn't the sin. The sin is when I use that to replace God in any way. That's my opinion.
Yeah, that makes sense. I like the book because it teaches you how to be conscious, how to be Christ-like, and I think that's what the whole story Jesus was teaching us. You know how to reach basically our best self, and he had things on it that he did. I was like, okay, I like his dad. That's why I said I probably would eat fish if I could eat fish because Jesus ate fish. Just like we try to follow him and his word. For the most part, for Christians, for people who is non-Christians, we still believe in the story that this story is teaching you how to be a better person, how to be a better you. So it's just like if I'm following this message and this is who I'm following, like that's what I'm trying to follow to the T. And they was mostly talking to the Israelites. I don't know if I'm an Israelite today, So even when they speak on you shouldn't eat this pig and this and that, they are unclean. He talking to the Israelites, So anybody outside of that, that's why they eat pig. White people don't care about that. That's why they preach you can eat pig because he wasn't talking to them. He was talking to a certain group of people, and some people feel like they part of them people, and that's why the Muslims say we don't eat pork because even though they think Christ not the Son, they still understand his message, and we don't eat that,
Right, and I agree with you, Molly. I think people get too wrapped up in the message more, not the message. Sorry, get wrapped up in the semantics, the story, than opposed to the message. Because I believe that a lot of people can find God through different books other than the Bible. The Bible isn't the only book that leads you to God. You know what I'm saying? And the problem is people put too much power in the Bible as if it's the only thing. It's not the only thing. The Bible is has the same purpose as the Quran, has the same purpose as the church, has the same purpose as the pastor if they're being used correctly. If they're being used correctly, they're roadmaps, they're guides, they're ways to help increase and get you closer to God and being more Christ-like and God-like. You know what I'm saying? So the thing about it is you got to take all those things and you take the good out of them and leave the bad. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a pastor, church, the Quran, the Bible, whether it's listening to me, Chef Dennis, their show, all that kind of stuff. It's like, the real purpose of the goal is for you to get closer to God. It has nothing to do with, we're not going to sit here and argue over whether Jesus was white or black. Nobody cares.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That ain't got nothing to do. Or which book is more correct, the Quran or the Bible? I'm not arguing over that. I'm gonna read both. I'm gonna take whatever is the good out of it that I see, and I'm gonna leave the rest, because the thing about it is none of those are surefire ways to get you into anything. You know what I'm saying? To get you even closer to God is still not surefire. You still have to want and actually pursue and practice the religion, no matter what it is. You know what I'm saying? So you still have to do that. So none of these things are guaranteed. And like I read the Bible, now I'm going to heaven and now I'm a good person. You can read the Bible and still be the same shitty person you was the day before you didn't read it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Time you can subscribe to Netflix and never watch shit on it, or you might subscribe and just watch a few movies that you like, or some people subscribe to Stars just to see Power. But it's plenty of other things you can see on Stars. And that's what people think when you subscribe to Christianity, that, oh, you must have read everything in the book. No, they didn't get there yet. Just because you subscribe to Netflix don't mean you seen everything on Netflix. Just because you subscribe to Hulu don't mean you seen everything on there. You going to pinpoint the things that fit you at that time. You want to watch something funny, you go to something funny. So if it's something you're going through in life, you go to that part in the Bible and it might can help you through whatever you're going through at that time in life. But people just feel like you should just know it inside out, and that's the only book you should know. Like, you got Netflix, you shouldn't have Hulu. If you got Amazon, you shouldn't have this. Like, no, it don't make sense. If I got Uber, I'm going to have Lyft too. I'm going to pick and choose whichever one cheaper today. That's the one I'm going to use. But they make you pick or choose iPhone or Android. It's like, nah. The more knowledge you got, the more you can know out here. So I just encourage a lot of people just to educate themselves, like other people.
I encourage everybody, no matter what, develop your own relationship with God. That's it.
Yeah.
Develop your own. You know what I'm saying? Nothing else matters about none of these other people. No pastors. No, just because you go to this church, just because you listen to this pastor. Develop your own relationship with God, and then you'll see what it is that God has for you to see. I believe, there's people that say, "Oh, you don't do this, you don't do that." Man, there's people that went to heaven, never stepped in the church, never met a pastor, never read the Bible, but God talked to them and they were able to do that. And even if you read these scriptures and read these things, God used the people that no one thought He could use because He wants the glory. So I can't take it from no one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't say, "Oh, that person isn't good enough for God to use." That's a lie. He shows you that He'll use people all the time. And majority of times it was people that no one thought it could be, because He wanted to make sure that He got the glory at the end of it. So,
you're right. And last up, man, I just see the difference now, and a lot of it could come with age, but being vegan for like the last 10 years, I feel different. Like, I think different. I react differently, so it's just like, I know a lot of people be feeling like, like, nah, because I know some good people out here that they can eat whatever they want and they just still good people, and I know some people out here that's vegan and they still evil people, it still don't change the spirit, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. It just makes sure that you got a body that you are like, that's out here in the world that fits you. But I still don't judge people off that, because a lot of people blaming the meat. They blame this or this. Why I like, nah, I don't see it. I do feel different. I do feel like a better person. I do feel like I got more patience and I'm more calmer, but that still don't change me from doing evil things. I can still be this calm and do some evil shit. It's some calm, evil motherfuckers out here that's real quiet and patient too. So it just seems like I see what people saying there, but I still don't think it changed the spirit. The spirit is with you and the individual inside, or your God. Like B said, you got to find out and have a relationship between you and your God. We about to get out of here, Trey. You got anything before we go? My girl AQ said she definitely spiritual though. Is she not?
Yeah, I mean, I would just encourage everybody to think about every decision they make and weigh the odds. Does it serve you or not? Does it agree thing? Take the time to think a little deeper before you make decisions. If you have something that you can lean on, like the Bible or a preacher or a good friend or something like that, then lean on that person, because nobody can do it by themselves. And even when you're on your mark, sometimes you can get knocked off and make the wrong decision. So that's all I gotta say.
Thank you. Said so said your spirit, your heart in line with Allah.
How you doing?
Peace.
No problem.
Anything for you?
On From the Battle to the Glory with Chef Dennis and Lady T. I don't remember the topic, but we're gonna have a great conversation, probably have a guest or whatever, and just talk about get your mind right. That's all I got.
All he got for y'all people today, man. Throwing into my boy Chef Dennis and them tonight, my boy DCB on there. They be having these we catch out tomorrow, Chris. I go read it. We back tomorrow.
Reese, man. Miss Reese.
Yeah.
Miss Reese.
Get down here with us.
Once again, AQ, I told you I got a problem with running to the smoke, baby. I'm trying to work on it.
Yeah, I thought we was working on progress. One day.
Hey, bro, I'm trying to work on it. It's every day is different, man.
Well,
Peace, man. We up out of here, y'all.
next
See
show.
y'all. See y'all tomorrow.
Holla.